Hello, card lovers. In today's episode, we'll be designing the Lego mini figurine from start to finish. By now, you must have seen the short episode of it where I showed you briefly the design process of this Lego mini figurine. If you haven't, make sure to subscribe to this channel and follow me on TT and YouTube Shorts. With that, you'll be able to see the updates, see how these things are made quickly. Now, designing anything is about adhering to the design fundamentals and your way of thinking. Because design in and of itself is a language. I remember when I used to teach technical drawing at Poly, the first thing we teach is technical drawing. Technical drawing being a language of the engineers used to communicate a design intent. While you want to design this, you have an intention, which is to design a Lego mini figurine. And designing it's a communication process of telling the manufacturer, this is how this part will be. Hence, when you have that in mind from the beginning point, that you're manufacturing it, you are creating a design, you are showing the manufacturer how this will be made. It helps you make better choices and design something that is usable. Looking back at this video, one thing I wish I could have done better designing this is using the dynamic faces. When you work with softwares like SolidWorks and Inventor, it allows you to click on the surface and sketch on that surface, which if you look at the way I've been designing on this AutoCAD, especially the chest, which I just concluded, I had to switch back to top plane and draw something on top plane and go. But in AutoCAD also allows you to use a dynamic UCS, dynamic user control surface, which allows you to click on any surface and be able to sketch on it. Using that, I won't need to necessarily go to top every time or side every time and distort my orientation. However, it is what it is, and I always tell my students, don't let small things stop you from designing. In design, you get better by designing things. So design with what you already have. Design with the tools you already have. Design with the system you already have. Design with the tools you already know. By doing that, yes, you may end up spending 2 hours on a design that you could have completed in 1 hour. However, in doing that, you learn. And when you go back to update your knowledge, you see that, oh, this is how I should have done it. And you are much better as a designer. Unlike not starting at all because you feel you don't know enough yet and you're still there. You're still there. Now back to the design. My designs are done. It's just assembling the components together. One thing that I see with the assembling the components together is the orientation. Of course, if you take my course, one of the things I already discussed with you is designing with the end in mind. Knowing that, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to design it in pattern assembly. And if I'm designing in pattern assembly, I'll be adding the parts together. So if you are adding the parts together, you already know how will you orientate it. And from the word go, you are designing it in a way that will make it easy to orientate. Even when you design with the end in mind, there's still bound to have some little challenges, like some dimensions are missing, some parts are small and cool. It's fine. You just adjust and move on. Even though this was a mistake I made earlier on, I designed it thinking that my design was done until I assembled it and the arm was missing. This is also one of the design strategies that I teach my students. If you want to learn to design like this or better, make sure you check the description below. Head to my course, learn it. Learn it by heart. By going through the lessons, it unlocks your ability to design. It unlocks your design ability. which is something priceless. Your view on the world improves just by learning design. You understand engineering better. But back to the video. This is one thing that I teach my students in my course, which is that you are designing something that is big or something complex. Don't have the mind of designing everything all at once. Face it out. Yes, let me start with the head. You design the head, great. Let me go to the chest. You design the chest, great. Let me go to the waist, good. Let me go to the leg, good. At this moment, join it together and see if it is working. When you join it together and you see it working, first, it improves your confidence. It gives you confidence with, yes, what I'm doing is making sense. And secondly, it helps you to see some inherent errors that may be in your design without you realizing it. And here you see, my design is done. I'm adding materials to it so as to improve the outlook of it and to make it look real and beautiful. One thing I should have added is the smile and the eyes, but I just decided not to so that I can quickly post this video. I do hope you enjoyed watching today's episode. Isn't this wonderful?